It wasn't a concert. It wasn't a grand award show. It wasn't even a scheduled live. But somehow, a simple studio video of Jungkook from BTS and Mingyu from 17 dancing together has taken over the internet like wildfire. No one expected it, no one was ready, but everyone felt it. That warm, inexplicable rush of joy and emotion that only comes from witnessing something genuine, raw, and full of heart. The moment unfolded quietly but powerfully. In a cozy, dimly lit dance studio, the two idols, global superstars in their own right, stood side by side, dressed casually in sweats and sneakers, as if time had rewound to their trainee days. With no makeup, no spotlight, and no glamorous stage. It was just Jungkook and Mingyu, and the beat of the music they both love. They danced, not just with synchronized precision, but with a chemistry that told a deeper story, of friendship, of growth, of mutual respect. As the choreography flowed, so did their smiles, spontaneous laughter, and playful gestures. At one point, Jungkook burst into laughter after missing a move, while Mingyu clapped and jokingly pointed, "You still mess that part up after all these years?" To which Jungkook replied while catching his breath, "But we still vibe the same." That sentence alone was enough to make fans lose it. The video, which was posted without much warning, sent shockwaves across social media. Within minutes, our Jungkook's Mingyu trended worldwide. TikTok was flooded with emotional edits. Twitter, now X, became a river of reactions, crying emojis, heart emojis, throwbacks to their previous interactions. And theories, so many theories. This isn't just a dance. This is history. This is friendship. This is healing, one fan wrote, and truly it was healing. In an industry often marked by competition and high expectations, seeing two idols from different groups simply having fun, connecting through dance and genuine friendship, felt like a breath of fresh air. For longtime armies and carrots, it was a reunion they didn't know they needed. But this moment wasn't born overnight. Jungkook and Mingyu have shared a close bond for years. Both born in 1997, they are part of the famous 97-liners, a tight-knit group of idols who, despite busy schedules, have maintained strong friendships behind the scenes. Fans have occasionally caught glimpses of this friendship. Dinners, birthday shout-outs, shared laughs on variety shows. But this dance video? It was different. It felt like an invitation into their world. Speculations quickly emerged. Is this a teaser for a joint project? A choreography challenge? Or maybe even the beginning of a surprise subunit? Big Hit and Pledis have remained silent, only fueling more excitement. But beyond all the what-ifs and fan theories, the essence of this moment remains crystal clear. Two friends reconnecting through the language they know best, dance. And perhaps what makes it most emotional is knowing how far they've both come. From teenagers chasing dreams to global icons, their journey hasn't been easy. And yet in that dance studio, it was as if they had never left the beginning. The laughter, the sweat, the subtle support. They danced not for the cameras, but for themselves. For their friendship. As the music faded, they didn't bow, they didn't pose. They just looked at each other and smiled. That silent exchange said more than words ever could. If your heart ached watching it, you're not alone. Across the world, fans expressed how deeply moved they were. "This made me cry more than any drama this year," said one fan on Weverse. "It's the simplicity of it. The truth in it. We live for moments like this." Another fan wrote, "I watched it on loop for an hour. Their energy is so pure. It reminded me why I became a fan in the first place." The power of this video lies not just in who they are, but in what they represent: loyalty, connection, and the magic that happens when people come together out of love, not obligation. Will we see more of Jungkook and Mingyu together? Are they cooking up something for us behind the scenes? Will there be a Youngming special stage? The possibilities are endless and the hope is very real. For now, though, we'll hold on to this moment, because sometimes one shared dance is all it takes to melt the hearts of millions. So what do you think? Was this just a random hangout, or the beginning of something much, much bigger? Let us know. And if your heart melted too, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with the world. But the story didn't end with the last beat of the song. In fact, for many, it felt like something had just begun. Shortly after the video dropped, eagle-eyed fans began noticing subtle clues, details that might have slipped past the untrained eye, but not the ever-watchful
In the
army
background
and
of the
studio,
communities.
taped to the mirror, was a small handwritten note. Though partially blurred, fans caught glimpses of the words unit concept and a date that eerily matched the upcoming release schedule of both HYBE groups. Was this more than just a friendly dance meetup? Was this a planned moment with a bigger purpose? Theories exploded like wildfire. Some believe this entire video was a teaser in disguise, an intentional leak, crafted to gauge fan reactions. Others swear they heard a snippet of an unreleased track playing during the warm-up portion of the clip. And then there are those who are convinced the dance itself is part of a larger performance piece, possibly tied to a special stage at an upcoming global event. A collaboration between Jungkook and Mingyu? It sounds like fan fiction, but in the world of K-pop, where reality often blurs with fantasy, nothing is truly impossible. The emotional weight of this moment also stirred something deeper in fans: nostalgia. Longtime followers couldn't help but recall the early days, when Jungkook was known as the golden maknae, still finding his voice, and Mingyu as the tall, charming visual with a quiet determination. Both came from different beginnings, different groups, but shared one thing in common: the unrelenting pressure of being in the spotlight from such a young age. And yet here they were, dancing freely, not for an audience, not for a music video, but for each other, for the love of movement, for the joy of reconnecting. One particular fan post that went viral summed it up perfectly. We often see idols perform, but we rarely see them exist. This video? This was them existing. No filter, no script, just two boys who made it through the storm. Dancing like they were back in 2015. Fans from all corners of the globe echoed the sentiment. Some even shared their own dance covers in response. Under the now trending hashtag, Dance for Healing, a community-born movement inspired by Jungkook and Mingyu's raw, unscripted moment. In the midst of all this, something else surfaced, an old interview clip from years ago, where Mingyu was asked who he would want to collaborate with outside of 17. His answer? Jungkook. We've always talked about it, but timing never worked out. Maybe someday. Someday, it seems, might be now. Behind the scenes, insiders have been whispering. Staff members seen entering and leaving the studio reportedly belong to a HYBE joint production unit, fueling rumors of an upcoming digital special, perhaps even a limited series or dance documentary featuring members from multiple HYBE groups. And with both Jungkook and Mingyu known for their love of film and art, could a co-directed project be in the works? We don't know yet. What we do know is that this moment is already unforgettable. It's not every day the two of K-pop's brightest stars collide in such a pure and personal way. And perhaps most importantly, this moment reminded fans of something beyond the performances, beyond the glamour. That these idols are real people, with real friendships, real memories, and real hearts. As night fell and the clip continued to spread across every platform imaginable, the world collectively sighed with warmth. For just a few minutes, we weren't watching Jungkook, the global icon, or Mingyu, the visual legend. We were watching two friends bound by history, rhythm, and unspoken understanding. So now the world watches, waits, wonders. Is there more to come? Was this dance just the first step toward a shared journey? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, whatever it is, we're ready. And if your heart is still fluttering from this moment, don't be silent. Speak up, share the love, tell your story, join the conversation. Because sometimes a dance is more than a dance. Sometimes it's a promise. So tell us, what do you think is coming next? A track? A show? A whole new duo? Drop your theories below and let's dream together.